Sprinkles! Infinite minting pDAI inflation bug? I thought we already covered that. What's been going on? This is a critical video coming out here for you because you're going to see a price chart, which I'm going to show you now. This is the pDAI to Pulse ratio price chart. Okay, so this is pDAI versus Pulse. Yeah. If this chart goes up, it's outperforming Pulse. All right. And you can see a very, very healthy chart. Let's put on a 3-day chart as well. So you can see, friends, at the start, it drops 99.99%. That's a real number. And then it pretty much cranks up. And by the way, yes, it really was 99.99%. It shoots up. Then we have a 94% dip, 77% dip, and another 77% dip. And actually, what's happened here, friends, you see this little 3-day, see this little candle thing here? People are now saying there's a guy, there's a wallet, and it's been dumping millions of dollars and it's bringing down all the chain. How is it bringing down all the chain, bro? Do you understand this coin has been boosting the chain? You've been rising. You know that, right? You've literally been going up against Pulse. So that's the first thing. But I think it's just a bit of FUD goggles put on. So what I'm going to do now, friends, I've actually made this post here. Okay, so pretty much there's this ChatGPT explanation. Look at it. Is it safe? Yes, the exit function is safe in the context of MakerDAO's design. It is not free minting because every minted pDAI is backed by the VAT pDAI, which itself is backed by collateral or a prior DAI in the system. All right, okay, so we go through it. There's more explanations here, friends. You can pause this video. You can actually read on through or just check out my Twitter. See, your concern about the free minting likely stems from the fact of this exit function combining the tokens out. So what I'm just going to do for you, just read for you my synopsis here. And by the way, friends, like, I love you all, okay? I know it's tough. Okay, markets are really tough. It's a double-edged sword. The more you learn, the more you've got to process, okay? You have that trough of disillusionment where, like, you know, okay, I've just got to buy, hold, but teleport time, like teleport 2 years and then make it at the end, okay? Sweet. But it's not so easy, right? Because you and I, we live day by day. We live day by day, friends. We sharpen our pointy elbows. We drink our cold orange juice. But we live day by day. It's hard. Every day, you got to wake up. You got to process junk out there in the universe. 99% is trying to bring you down. 1% is good. Okay? Highest value content in crypto. I am that 1%. The usual fudders have come out to say that there's an infinite minting inflation bug, okay, with pDAI. So, all right, friends, I'll just tell you right now, there's no free money in this world, almost, okay? So, if there was infinite minting, you see the charts I just showed you? They would not be doing that. Do you want me to show you what they'd be doing? They'd be doing something like the Lesbian US stablecoin, okay? This had the infinite inflation bug, right? Yeah, bang, 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 infinite, snap, okay? That's what it would be doing. And another look at it. This is pretty much what it'll be doing, friends. Had this little speculative run. People find the way to mint heaps, comes back down, mints again infinitely, just rugs the whole thing, okay? So that's what infinite inflation bugs look like. Also, look, man, Richard Hart, okay, friends, he's tweeted about pDAI like how many times now? 5 times? 6 times? Do you remember? And he's done so many of the tweets before. Okay, this is it. Bang, 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 bang. All the tweets out here, bragging about the price chart, doing huge returns. And this whole infinite minting thing, I've already gone through, friends. Mr. 99 Capital, he's gone through, he's showed you this collateralization process and this auctioning thing happening out. We've literally gone through it. And like, if he was wrong, the guy just keep minting and just keep literally dumping it relentlessly to zero. But let me continue. You see, my notes below, right, they explain the pDAI workings with MakerDAO in the system. So in a nutshell, there's something called VAT Dai, VAT. I think it's like something in a vault, VAT Dai, okay? So VAT Dai is getting moved. You can get it by either generating it through a vault, receiving it from someone, or converting the ERC, I guess, pDAI. So your pDAI into that VAT pDAI using something called DAI join. Okay, I guess it's like one of the coding things. Now look, MakerDAO does not allow free minting, but instead a secure conversion of pre-existing backed VAT pDAI into pDAI, okay? With robust checks ensuring system integrity. By the way, if you are curious, friends, there is a way pDAI can get minted. The same way eDAI can get minted, okay? You need, I think, 7 out of 13 signatures, or maybe 4, I forgot how many. You need the MakerDAO Foundation, you need Chainlink Labs, you need all their big signatures to do that, okay? So here's the thing. Would MakerDAO authorize that? You have to think about the game theory. This is probably how Richard thinks, right? I read this from a very smart gentleman. So would MakerDAO mint pDAI and access their key somewhere? Would they go do it and ruin a project just to spite Richard Hart when it would destroy their reputation of their current stablecoin? Would they go and do that? See, plebs would think, oh, I would go do that. Yeah, but you're a pleb. Let me ask you this. Would the Central Bank of America, would the US Fed go and just print a crap load of money literally for themselves and just run the inflation to the infinite just for themselves and give themselves all the money? They could do that, you know. You know, the central bank friends could literally steal all the money supply for themselves. Could they do that? So everybody could do that. But the world doesn't work like that. All right? We're within a game and a system. Here's another thing. Coinbase have access to 1.1 million Bitcoin. Do you know that? Could Brian Armstrong grab the Coinbase wallet, go to another country, and then just like find out a way to liquidate it and take all the 1.1 million BTC for himself? Yeah, he could. He could do that. How's it going to go for Coinbase though? How's it going to go for his reputation? You see what I mean? So maybe with pDAI and that minting thing, it would be like that. Also, that's why, friends, Richard Hart could do another Hart Dai. Something else later. Remember, I made that video about it. So where you could just hand in the pDAI and you get it, and then this thing can't actually be minted. So there are things that you could do later on. But I guess that's super speculative into the future. But for now, right, on first look, if someone could really mint infinite pDAI, why wouldn't they just steal all the money 2 years ago? Why let it get out now? You know, friends, look at that LUSD, yeah, that liquidity USD, Lesbian USD. Man, they stole like 8 grand or whatever, stole. It could have been Richard's team. There could have been like a decision. Get rid of this one, we're going to have one. It could have been it. Like, we'll just get rid of it, $8,000. It could be. We don't know. You got to remember as well, friends, there are literally low-life Jeet scum all over the world right now. They are rugging for as little as $70 on Solana altcoins. There are people rugging for like $10 on the PulseChain JPEG coins. Yeah, they're rugging for $10. They're people are thinking, oh, if I do this 10 times a day, I make $100 and I'm just going to keep grinding. They're scum, literal scum. Okay, it's like they're basically pickpocketers. They hang around in a public forum and they go, oh, if I can steal $5 from people's pockets 20 times a day, I make a living. That's how they think, because they're scum. You don't even deserve a living. But you got to think, right? If most of the world out there, they're here to steal $70 a pop, it is unlikely they would like let it sit there and let someone else rob it publicly before them. They're like, oh, I can steal this millions of dollars right now. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it go because I just trust everyone and no one else is going to be able to do it. Very unlikely. It's like, friends, you're a thief. You walk into a house. What's a thief going to do? Is a thief going to go, oh, sweet. I see like these $300,000 of watches and jewelry. I'm going to leave it here. And, you know what I mean? I'm going to trust that another thief isn't going to take it next week. So I'll just come back, get it later. Unlikely. Especially in cryptocurrency. So, friends, I'll summarize as well. From 99 Capital, okay, so there is a guy, there's a wallet they've seen. He's like, oh, he's dumped millions of dollars. Yeah, bro, probably. Whatever. We've known this, did we? We wrote about this already. Haven't even checked all the numbers. But there's a tendency to be, there's a tendency with this type of event thing where the price goes down, every single time, friends. The story is like really compelling every single time. And then it ends up being a dip. It literally just ends up being a dip later on. The supply goes away. Supply comes out, gets absorbed. There's FUD. Is it going to get absorbed? We don't know. We don't know. Eventually, over time, the supply goes away. According to 99 Capital, the guy getting paid from the vault could get an extra 100 million pDAI. Okay, so you think, oh, 100 million pDAI, that's a lot. Yeah, but friends, we had a big whale. We had like Herman. Herman got rid of 300 million pDAI in a short term, in like a day or two. We can absorb that. People can absorb that over time. So we've done this before. In fact, there's been people done like hundreds of millions of pDAI, right? So it can absorb it. And by the way, I think because friends, there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of this code. You don't need to know that, man. What I've noticed is the more you dig into it, there's like 50,000 moving parts, and then your brain focuses on the wrong things. It focuses on the little connections and the pieces when it should just be focusing on, oh, just take the bet. Either take the bet or don't take the bet. That's what it is. It's like, hey, do I like the setup or no? Do I like the setup? What's the upside? What's the downside? Okay, it either works or it doesn't. It's binary. Yeah, it's binary. You've already rolled the dice. Yeah, people, right, they've rolled the dice, friends. Actually, what they've done is they've spun the roulette wheel. It's still spinning, and then they get cold feet and they want to stop the game. Like, no, bro, just like it's gone already. Okay, if you don't like what's happening, lower your risk. Lower your risk allocation. Okay, maybe $3 is too much for you to allocate. Put $1. Okay, $1 too much. Put 30 cents. Can you sleep with 30 cents allocation? Upside 160x, downside 1x loss. That's it. Yeah, I don't know, friends. I know because people get convicted and they toggle their risk up. Okay, so I'm not oblivious to that. I'm just telling you what's actually happening is this is what happened. That's why a lot of people, they FUD themselves out of their own bags all the time. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Friends, people were selling Bitcoin a decade ago because of the quantum computing FUD. Because, oh, Mt. Gox went down. Quantum computing, Silk Road, they got arrested. We're all going to get arrested. There's no use case. There's always something. There's no use case. It's never going to happen. Someone's dumping. It's always the same story, man. It's just supply comes out. That's it. Supply comes out, gets put on the shelf. That's the liquidity pool. And then so people make up a story. Every single time we make up a story. But then guess what? There's stories where the supply gets thinner. People buy up the supply. And then there's a story for that. This thing's going to change the world. I don't even need toilet paper anymore. I'll never need to wipe again. This thing cured dingleberries. You see? So we make narratives. So the narratives are always going to be changing every single time. There's the infinite mincing bug here. There's quantum computing. This guy's dumb, blah, blah, blah. And then there's always narratives on the top. Donald Trump's going to buy pDAI. Look, I don't even know, friends, where to calculate where this extra supply would come from. But we'd explain it, right? I think the estimate was if this guy pays off $1.2 billion of the bad debt, he gets paid 250 million pDAI as a result. I think he's gotten half of it. I think there's 100 million pDAI. I think, honestly, I don't even know. I have to go off from vaguely remembering different chats from Mr. 99 Capital, anyone else out here. So, baby dolls, after all this, okay, I've got juicy information here for you. And look, I've got a 99 Capital, just his posts in Telegram. I grab all these information, man. I'm not getting these from one single source. I got to grab out, just put these all together. How I'm reading this, it's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. So there's only 20 million left. He can exit pDAI. It looks like he's now getting paid as the VAL draws to zero. I don't know how much total, but let's assume a worst case is that he gets paid 10% of the VOW burns as they can take it to zero. They will get 100 million more total, I guess. So I guess if it goes to a billion, I think VOW, he can get 10% of it. Keep in mind that they will keep and sell 100 million pDAI by burning 900 million pDAI in the vault. This will be the last 100 million to buy before supply starts getting really tight. Okay, so there you go. Now, friends, look, here's some pictures. These are pictures of the auctions. Yeah, but honestly, don't worry about it. There's going to be auctions. I don't even know, man. There's a lot of moving pieces, dude. It literally, friends, Richard Hart's, it's literally like, I'm not joking, you and I are literal astronauts, and we're just walking into the ship. And then you're seeing Elon Musk, he's chopping some chick and downstairs trying to have like his 14th kid. You have all the lab coats and the astrophysicists and The guys with the magnifying glasses going up, beep, beep, beep. And the guy with the clipboard, he's writing out his math equations. Like all the nerds out here in the lab coats trying to put together the rocket ship out here. You and I just walking on through. And we're like, you know what? I hope there's lollipops on Mars. We got to do some archaeological site digging over there to find those bones. Watch my UFO video. You see what I mean? That's you and I. We're going on the ship, friends. We're on the rocket ship. We're just going inside. I got no idea how the rocket ship moves. I don't understand anything about it. All I know is press button, we go up. That's it. That's investing, by the way. And man, look, man. Look, by the way, okay, if you don't like it, sell now. Easy. Done. You don't like it, sell now. You know what, friends? A lot of people have respect for me, right? Not that I care, but they do, because when it comes to anything, I always tell you, yeah, it could go to zero in 2 seconds. Of course it could. Absolutely it could. There's no guarantee. I always walk that line. Just like I'm playing a soccer match. Yeah, I'll give it 100%. We can lose, right? I can score 2 goals. They can score 3. Yeah, that can happen. You're humbled by all the results, outcome of the results. It's like, hey, I'm spinning a dice. Yes, it could land on 1. It could. 1 in 6 chance. And of course, new people, when they come in, friends, because the new people are the emotional money, they will buy without thinking. So they want to hear that there's a guarantee. That's why they seek people's conviction. They're like, it will go up, right? It will work for sure. Yes, 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 yes. And I say, nah, it can go to 0. It can go to 0. And I'm always scrutinized for it. Just because I even entertain the thought, yeah, it can go to 0. It's a simulation, man. We could be dead right now. This could be purgatory. Do you understand? You got to leave your mind open for all of these things. Yeah, it can go to 0. There could be an infinite minting inflation bug. Yeah? Richard Hart could be just psyopsing us. Richard Hart could literally be doing the runner right now. Could. Okay, but if you go through all of these, what's your probability of that? Now that's a more interesting question. GROK gives a 50% chance Richard Hart's behind it. GROK gives a 50% chance that it'll peg. Let's say you do a third of those odds. Let's say it's not 50 to 20%. Let's say it's like 15%. Okay, but that means pDAI should be 15 cents. But right now it's less than 1 cent. Yeah, it's like 30, it's like 25x away. You get it? Information asymmetry. No one, if everyone else in crypto, friends, if everybody in the crypto industry, if Crypto, if Crypto Banter, if Incest Answers, if Ben Copen, every single big KOL, the Twink Brothers, if Ivan on Drago, we love Ivan. If everyone else just start talking about pDAI, showed them everyone my videos, they just kept talking about it for like 3 months, pDAI's going to 15 cents. It is. It's going to price in the probabilities of that, right? But right now it's not. Because there's only like 6 people looking at it, figuratively speaking, right? There's 10,000 daily active users. Soilana's got 1 million, and they're all getting rugged and jeeted by the LA Vape Cabal, who haven't still made any messages since February 16th. It's been a full month now. You see? That's the game, friends. The game is to get in early. It's like, we're not smart. It's it. You're either early or late. It's a game, yeah? It's like going to a country, friends. Like, are the people who get into New York now, are they smart compared to people who got into New York 50 years ago? They could be actually more high IQ smarter, but you didn't get to buy property 50 years ago, did you? No. What about if you were there 100 years ago? You might even had lower IQ than people today because of the nutrients and stuff. But yeah, but you got to buy New York property 100 years ago. What about people who got to buy Bitcoin at $1? Were they super smart? They were early. It's the same thing here. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win, but that's the game. And friends, I really do mean it when I say, like, if I show you this chart, friends, look, I don't have any bias, man. I don't care. I don't have any bias. I looked at everything. I've literally looked at everything. I put this and I said, oh, there's a mismatch of odds, and it's very clear defined odds, and it's a first cycle unicorn. It really is. You know what it is. Now, look, you can say it goes to 0. Friendtech price dunked. Okay, just because your first cycle doesn't mean necessarily win. I like these odds though. Like I say, man, GROK gives 50% chance it's Richard. GROK. Yeah. Actually, it's more like 75% chance. They actually give way higher odds. I'm just saying, okay, 50 or 60% chance. I'm conservative on it. They actually give way higher. He's tweeted about it 5, 6 times, 7 times, whatever. And there's a path here. Look at these dips, man. Right. And also, friends, check it out. There's been 4 dips. 99.99, 86, 91, 89%. You see that we're on the 4th dip now. You don't have to take it. You can do what you want. I'm looking at this chart. This Buster sword going up and to the right. I'm just looking at it. It's funny. It's cool. See, you have the big dips right here. 99.93. Then you have 90.64%, 86%, minus 89%. These big dips. And they're scary each one. Infinite dimp, infinite minting, infinite minting, infinite minting. The best part is as well, the pulse ratio is the juice, man. Because look at it, it's going up against pulse. So basically, if you are bullish on Pulse PLS itself, this gets a natural boost. And it flips Pulse at just a 4.5x. So we'll see. And like, we've gone through this thousands of times. You've watched my videos, okay? A lot of you watch my videos, appreciate them. Man, I know how this game works. That's why I don't strain my voice trying to explain to people who don't get it. Because I know the game, bro. It's not like you can hear me. I know you can hear me. You can hear me. You're listening with your ears. But the price isn't high enough yet for you to pay attention. That's it. Just like Bitcoin. Literally just like Bitcoin. That's how markets work. They go high enough to make you forced to pay attention, to sweat balls that you're going to miss out. And they go low enough to make you do that as well. You know, I do think about that price. What would pDAI's price have to be to make everybody sweat balls? It's an interesting concept. You know, PulseX now has so PulseX is now on TradingView. This is pDAI's price. Right here is 10 cents. Yeah, right there is 10 cents. Man, it would be awesome if it actually went and popped up here. I would love that. Of course, friends, people want an instant gratification, $1. Yeah, I want that too. I want everything instant gratification, $1 as well. I'm just mentally prepared. If it does not happen instantly and we just have to wait a while, then okay, we're just going to have to wait a while. I've already told you though, like if this thing gets to 10, like watch out. Because every single person who doubted it, they're going to hate themselves. Because they've been doubting it the whole way and they're like, now it's at 10 cents. They're going to make, oh my gosh, now it's at 10 cents. Like it's actually like something of holy intervention level is happening in the background if it gets there. And friends, I've got to be honest with you as well. Every time this happens, there's always someone coming out. Hey, look at this code. This thing is dangerous. This thing does this. This thing does that. Okay, man, I hear ya. I honestly hear ya. What's your explanation for this? Are you telling me that there's all these infinite minting, dangerous inflation things that literally exist, but we have so many retards on PulseChain, the most GateKept chain? Crypto banter has to pop the bubble. That's how GateKept we are, okay? Binance hasn't listed us. Coinbase hasn't listed us. Crackhead would rather list rug token vaporware trash from Dave Portsoy. MEXC literally took all our liquidity money, blames it on trading volume, and then have like $3 a day volume trading as well. So we know they're full of shit. Literally GateKept out the yin yang. You're telling me the PulseChain baby dolls are able to battle it out against the infinite minting pDAI devilers, the devil worshippers who are just here to infinitely mint and dump on us? Really, man? I don't think so, bro. I don't think we're that lucky. I don't think so. I don't think there's enough demand on a 10,000 daily active user chain, which is tiny with only one bridge getting in. You can barely get in. You have to go through Ethereum. No one even knows how to get in pretty much. They have always got to ask us. I just don't, I think it's a fat chance, man, personally. Now, of course, friends, there's odds for everything. It's just like, now you know why this thing goes up over time. Why? It's because as more time passes, people go, oh, I guess this is another day where there's no infinite minting inflation bug. Oh, that's another day that's added where Richard doesn't deny the pDAI thing. Oh, that's another day where the imaginary horrible doesn't happen. And so on and on and on. That's why the market over time, as people learn, it's slowly that they glide up. They glide up over time. So as Pulse goes up, this will be slingshot leverage on it. By the way, this leads the altcoins up as well. Look, I like it. You don't have to like it. I've given you all the information. Many people, friends, as soon as there's always this new information out, I answer it multiple times. And there's the people that don't hear. They're like, Sammy, you're biased. Report on this FUD. Please go and talk about this FUD. Please, Sammy, no, you're being biased. No, but I'm not being biased. We've explained this to you dozens of times. Obviously, the price isn't high enough yet for you. You like selling dips. Okay, other people like buying them. We'll see what the market does. It's the same game, friends, over and over again. That's the same thing. Like there are people who still think Bitcoin's going to zero. Whatever goes to 400,000 next. You still think it's going to go to zero? They'll call for $1 million. That might be the top or something. You get it? It's the same thing with pDAI. Same thing with Hex. There are many people who say Hex will never, ever, ever go up ever again. The price just goes high enough to make them get in. The market hunts fear. We've had fear on the way down, right? Fear of losing it all. In a bull market, you get fear on the way up. Fear of missing out. Okay? So like I said, please, if you don't like it, click sell and leave. Click sell, click sell, click sell, click sell right now. I'm ordering you, click sell. I don't want to hear any whinging, okay? If we lose on it, I lose on it, okay, that hurts, move on. Literally got to move on. This is the game. Just after everything I presented, everything I'm looking at, I just feel like it's continuing. It's continuing the path of friendship. What do you think? Like, subscribe, catch you soon.